Okay, so this is a long question which we're going to break down and try and make a little bit more slowly than it looks at the moment. So a bag of M&Ms contains 20 red M&Ms, 15 green M&Ms and 12 brown M&Ms. In part A, the child takes out an M&M and eats it, and then takes out a second M&M. Questions are these events dependent or independent? What's the probability that the first M&M was red and the second one was brown? What's the probability that both were green? Okay, well let's stick to part A for the time being. Okay, so there were 20 red, 15 green, and 12 brown. Okay, so that means 12 and 15 is 27, and 20 is 47 M&Ms in total. Okay, so the first question we have to answer is, if the child eats an M&M, does it change the probability of getting a particular M&M the second time around? And it obviously does, because now there is one less M&M in the bag. So everything has changed because of that. Okay, it's only changed a little bit maybe, but it's still changed. And whenever the situation has changed, because the numbers have changed, then the events are considered to be dependent. Okay, so there has been change. Okay, so because, this is part 1, because the numbers of M&Ms are changed by eating the first M&M, these events are dependent. Okay. So the next question then is, what's the probability that the first is red and the second is brown? Okay. Well, in probability, we said this earlier, in probability the word and means multiply. So what we do is we look at these two events individually and multiply the answers. So the probability that the first is red multiplied by the probability that the second is brown. Okay. Well, first one is red. Altogether, when the child starts, there were 47 M&Ms in there. Okay. And 20 of them were red. So out of the 47 possibilities, 20 would give us success. Success in getting a red. Okay. Now, what we have to assume is that the child ate a red one. Okay, so you assume that you got success on the first event. So in other words, you assume that the child has eaten a red M&M, and that means when she goes to pick the second one, or when he goes to pick the second one, there are going to be 46 M&Ms in the bag. A red one has been eaten, so there are still 12 brown ones. Okay? And the way to work out fractions is to multiply the top and multiply the bottoms. Okay, and if we do that, we can get 20 times 12, which is 240, and 47 times 46, which is 2162. So it's 240 over 2162. And since we're using our calculator, let's bring that up. 240 divided by 2162 is that expression there, but we can turn that back into a fraction in its lowest terms by hitting Math, Enter, Enter. 120 over 1081. 120 over 10, 81. Okay, so that is the chances, that is the probability that the child will take out a red M&M first, eat it, and then take out a brown M&M. Okay, the second part of this question, if we scroll back up here, the third part actually, what is the probability that both M&Ms were green? Okay, so now we're looking for the probability that both are green. Well, that's equal to the probability that the first is green and the second is green. Okay. Well, that's equal to the probability that the first is green multiplied by the probability that the second is green. Okay, so let's go back to their numbers. We said there were 47 in there initially, and 15 of them were green. So at the start, 15 out of 47. Okay, now remember the child is eaten one, so we're down now to 46, and 46 M&Ms in total, and you have to assume that the first one we had success with. So you have to assume that the child did eat a green one first. So there were 15, the child has eaten one, there are now 14 in the bag. Okay, so we have 15 over 47, we'll do it a slightly different way in the calculator, we'll do it like this, 15 over 47, let's clear that just to make sure. Okay, I'm sorry for the interruption, but here we are, we have 15 divided by 47, multiplied by 14 divided by 46, which gives you that horrible number, but you can turn it into fraction by doing math, enter, enter again, and 105 over 1081. 105 over 1081. Okay, so the probability of eating two greens are 105 over 1081. Okay, so that is how you work out probability when the first event changes the second one. Now let's go back and look at the second part of this problem, part B. The second child has an identical bag of M&Ms, so again we're going with 47 M&Ms, 20 red, 15 green, and 12 brown. She takes out an M&M and puts it back in the bag. She then takes out a second M&M. Are these events dependent or independent? Well, if she doesn't eat it, okay, if she doesn't eat it, then the numbers haven't changed. Okay, so B. So this time she doesn't eat. Okay, so the numbers don't change between the first pick and the second pick. So in that case, these two events are independent. The first one doesn't change the numbers of the second one. Okay, and I think the rest of the other two problems are the same as they were before. The probability the first was red and the second was brown. Well, we're going to skip through it a little bit. So that was part 1. Part 2. So the probability first is red and the second is brown is equal to the probability that the first is red multiplied by the probability that the second is brown. Okay, so originally there were 47 M&Ms. I think we said 20 of them were red. Yeah. Okay. But this time she puts it back without eating it. So there are still 47 M&Ms in there when she goes to pick again. And how many of them were brown? 12 were brown. Okay. 12 of them were brown. Okay, and this time, let's do that again. So 20 over 7. 20 divided by 47 multiplied by 12 divided by 47 gives us that, and turn it into a decimal or into a fraction. We get 240 over 2209, I think is what it said. 240 over 2209. Okay, so Now the last time when we did this, it was 120 over 1081. So the probabilities have changed a little bit. Not very much actually, but a little bit. Then we look for the probability that both are green. Okay. Probability that both are green. And I realize this is a little bit longer than normal. This video. First is green times the probability that the second is also green. Okay, well, if she didn't beat the first one, she's unlikely to be happy that she got a green the second time it was round as well, but still that's what we consider success from the point of view of the math. So how many greens were there originally? There were 15 green. Okay, 15 green. And then she leaves that one back and she goes to pick out again, so there are now 47 M&Ms in the bag because she left the first one back. And even though it was green, she left it back, so there are still 15 in there. So now we have 15 divided by 47 multiplied by 15. We could have squared this, of course. 47 is that. Turn it into a decimal. 225 over 2209. Okay. So those are the probabilities. The numbers aren't very nice here, but because we started off with larger numbers, that's why we end up with these numbers being the way they are. Okay. Almost a 1 in 10 probability that you'll get 2 greens. Okay, thanks for watching and been patient enough to watch this all the way through.